Hi guys, Andrews here from Graftmine.com, and today I want to talk about choosing the pool for mining graft coins. First, let me explain you what is a mining pool. Mining pool is a combination of cryptocurrency miners' efforts in order to get a quicker result. In other words, miners work together in order to find a block faster and share the reward. Like at this moment we have 11 connected miners and the block found with current speed every 18 hours. The reward itself is being paid to the pool wallet, not to miners directly. The pool in its turn pays the reward to every miner who deserves it, based on the payment calculation method set up on the pool. And this is a very interesting topic to discuss. There are two most commonly used payout schemes. One is PPS that we use on our pool, and the second one is PPLNS. PPS stands for pay per share, so you are getting paid for each share you contributed to the current block. PPLNS in its turn stays for pay per last N shares. Let me give you more details about that. So the first one, PPS, which is pay per share. This one is the easiest way to distribute the reward. Every miner is getting paid for each share he submitted to the block found by this pool. Let's say to find a new block, the pool submitted 1 million shares. And if you submit like 100,000 of shares for this block, you get 10% of the reward. Here is, by the way, the reward right now. So if you're a night miner and let's say you leave your computer to mine overnight and you disconnect from the pool till the block is found in the morning, you still get the reward based on your input. So again, if you mined 10% of all the shares by the pool and disconnected, you're still getting paid like those 10%. The second scheme is PPLNS. So it's acronym for pay per last N shares. N is the number, so pay per last number of shares, which calculates your average contribution over a period of time. And last number of shares is being taken into account. So not the whole amount, not your percentage of all the shares, but some number of shares, of last shares submitted. This method will not work for night miners. So right away, if you jump to the pool before the block is found or jumped off the pool, the block is found, you may end up with nothing. Even after some 12 hours of mining, as the block was not found when you left and you submitted your shares, you will lose your value, your shares value with time. So if you submitted 100 of shares to the 1 million shares block and left before the block was found, you will not get those 10%. That's the thing. Plus, your reward will also depend on fellow miners on the pool. As the more people mined, the less is your percent in the reward. And the new miner, especially with more powerful rigs, will cause lowering the price of your shares. So let's say your speed like this, 1 kilohash, and that is 10% of the pool speed. Let's say the pool speed is 10 kilohashes. What happens to your percentage of valued, let's call valued hashes, if during the final round, let's say 1 hour, I will join with my 20 kilohashes. Even if you submitted more shares than I did, but I was recorded as the leader in the last number of blocks, my reward will be more than yours. So let's say we found the block 18 hours ago, like 24 hours ago, sorry, and the block found every 18 hours. And if we have PPLNS and you jump with your 1 megahashes and we find the block, that means that your reward is higher than mine. Not really good, right? So PPLNS, those per last number of shares, is good for stable miners that connect to the pool and stay there 24/7. But even in this case, your reward with a stable hash rate will differ from one block to another, as there is different number of miners and so on. Plus, if your equipment is weaker or less powerful from other miners in the pool, let's say you are mining with one card only while other people use two cards or even rigs, you should think about switching to PPS pool to benefit the most. Our pool, Graftmine.com, uses PPS distribution method, so you get paid for each share you submitted to the block. Our pool is the best choice for those who can't mine 24/7 or can't compete with the hash power of other miners. Be sure to see your every submitted share to be paid off. And don't forget to watch a previous video, that is payment FAQ. I will add the link to it to the video description. And also feel free to join our Telegram channel to ask your questions. And I hope to see you on our pool among our miners.